Alright, what's up people? This is SithFurion, and right now we're going to be jumping into episode 5 of House of the Dragon. My god. Okay, we all know what's happening, what's going on. Aemond is a dangerous piece of shit. Let's be honest. He took down Rhaenys. It still bugs me, even now, like a week later. He took her down, took her dragon down. He even went after his own brother. And we still don't really know if Aegon survived. We still don't really know. I think he has. He's just going to be really fucked up. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, man, I have no idea where we're going to go from here. You know, we're just going to carry on with shit hitting the fan or what, you know. Good God. But yeah, we're going to get into this, okay? If you're interested in watching all the full lengths, links are going to be all down below. Go check those out. But for now, episode 5 of season 2. Let's do this, man. Yeah, they've lost one of their biggest like figureheads, haven't they? Really seeing this show from the standpoint of the people, haven't we?
The traitor dragon Maylis, slain at Brook's Rest.
Is that what I think it is?
Killed a dragon.
Mark my words, this is a black omen. Rhaenyra will answer this.
Why would you do that?
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory.
Yeah.
If it was one.
Like, it doesn't matter what side you're on. At the end of the day, there is a Targaryen sat on the fucking throne.
Maylis,
I thought the dragons was gods.
slain at Brook's Rest by your king.
Why would you just parade it? That's a Cole's idea, bet ya. And they've still got the rat catchers fucking hanging, and now they're parading a dragon's head through the fucking kingdom. Technically, the ones at the front should have took it from here to down here to try and keep it as level as possible. With it being like that, he would have just slid straight to the... He's alive, isn't he? Why take him to his chambers? He's gonna be fucked, isn't he? Instead of Aegon, we should be calling him fucking Anakin from now on. Yeah.
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
Yeah, let them work. Oh, fuck now.
The king. Sir Criston, what befell him?
His Grace fought valiantly.
And Aemond? What was his part in this?
Yeah. Alicent's not stupid. She's going to put 2 and 2 together.
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex, heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
Wow. Okay.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
True. I'm just waiting for the day he turns on her. It's going to happen. Said it last time, I think. It's going to happen.
I can sit still no longer. I must act. The Freys. They control the crossing at the Twins. Cregan Stark's Greybeards are marching south. If his men had a direct route into the Riverlands, we would not have to wait for Daemon to act. I will treat with the Freys to secure it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her. Not until I'm away.
I know it's a completely different time period, but can't trust the phrase.
It may yet be possible, I think, for both of us to achieve our ends.
We have fought them for an age and more.
then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuading.
They are unyielding in battle. But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning, then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
Fuck. Damon does look so badass in the armor, though. Not gonna lie.
Many and more armies have broken themselves against my bloody gate. Are you listening?
My lady.
The Eyrie itself is impregnable.
Oh, the Eyrie. Okay, I was wondering. Hold on, where are we?
This will be your chamber. I'll expect you at supper this evening. My sympathies for the death of your grandmother.
Is she gonna whip out a kid and breastfeed it at some point? Different time periods, I know, but still.
You are your father's chosen successor.
You did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk. Instead, I was given my father's cup, taught the name of every lord and castle between Storm's End and the Twins, but not the difference between hilt and foible. And they know it. And Damon as well.
Shall your evening meal be served here, your grace?
Not now.
Will you send to him?
For too long I have looked to him for strength. If I must be supplicant to my own husband, what does that make me? I do not know my part, Massaria. The path I walk has never been trod.
Kristen Cole made a mistake, parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen.
Yes, as do I.
Yeah.
They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
But will whispers tear down stone, break shields?
Do not underestimate your subjects. They are 1,000 living in the shadow of the Red Keep and forgotten for too long.
And you think they will turn to me?
To the discontented, rumors are feed. What you cannot do, let others do for you. There is more than one way to fight a war.
Yeah. The line about rumors of food. Why do people always seem to know when I'm filming? No, I was saying about how, like, the rumors and stuff, they have shown a lot this season about just the average folk, you know, just normal people living in the kingdom and stuff, right? Because they play a big hand, right, in everything.
Damon. Damon. You were always the strong one. The finest swordsman. The fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart. But he lacked your constitution. Viserys was unsuited for the crown. But you, Damon, you were made to wear it. If only you'd been born first. My favorite son.
Okay.
Is the duck not to your liking, Your Grace? There's also goose, if you prefer it.
I like the goose myself.
The fuck? That's twice now they've shown blood on his hands. Is that really his mum? What the fuck?
I rather thought, Your Grace, as emissary to the Queen, perhaps she could provide the necessary coin, if you could only write to her.
No. Paranor is my command. I shall guarantee the payment myself.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the Queen?
Well, the king.
There it is, then.
Consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Wow. Wow.
We are grateful for your works, Grand Maester. Has he woken?
I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake. I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
That look to him, though, she knows. She knows.
A king cannot rule in his sleep. The realm will have noticed his absence. Let them hear of his great deeds at Rook's Rest. But now we must name a regent to take his place, until he recovers.
A wise strategy, Your Grace. Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role for my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemond. Agreed?
Yeah.
It is experience that offers the surest path.
Everyone's going to side with Aemond.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. Aemond is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Larys.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond.
Wow.
What would you say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Criston. What say you?
Aemond is the next in line.
I get it. They're in a time of war and stuff, but this was his plan the whole time. Like, we know how smart he is and dangerous he is, so...
What is our standing in the Riverlands?
Prince Daemon has little hope of fielding an army of any size, for now. We would do well to send word to young Oscar.
And is she figuring it all out now?
They have grown weary of the Sea Snake's blockade.
So have we all.
Many are fleeing the city.
Yeah, I think she knows that it was Aemon's plan the whole time. And it was Aemon that probably took down Aegon.
So forth.
Yeah.
Go to your tasks. We shall meet again at first light. And someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Okay, finally.
Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
The king has lied.
Like I said, from the viewpoint of the people.
Stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Wow. It's actually really stupid to kind of like fuck with the people. Because there's more people than gods.
Our fear lies in Vhagar.
You fear a dragon, leagues away, when mine own sits outside your walls.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do. And the protection of my uncle.
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands.
That does lend us some comfort. Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in two places at once.
Or three.
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal?
Don't be making deals you can't keep, kid. Why is he making deals that he can't? We already know how shit can go with the phrase. Okay, hopefully she's settled now, like walking right in front of the camera. I don't trust her at all, man.
She cannot succeed, Alice. Even if I willed it to be so, the people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. Who's better suited to it, the High Towers with their scheming, or Viserys' first true heir? When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and Queen, ruling together.
Wow.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
He never knew her. Why would she even say that if she weren't doing something like, oh, I don't trust her, man?
stone hedge, the Blackwoods have overwhelmed the Brackens, and Lord Amos has pledged his banner to you. House Bracken is yours.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Ah, fucking hell, Damon.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
Okay.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. Has she not asked enough of my house?
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Or does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Rhaenys was not only your wife, she was a Targaryen princess. The queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire.
Yeah.
The way my mother chose, and the way I myself wish to meet my end. I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Granddaughter, I would make you my heir.
Wow.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
I wonder who that's going to be. Maybe his new bastard son that's turned up. I reckon inside of the box it's the pin, isn't it, for the hand?
I will not deny you have tried my patience of late. Or that I would prefer a council more inclined to champion their queen. But you and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands. But I will not send a message by Raven for Daemon to disregard. I ask you to reason with him, find out his state of mind, and his intentions.
He's going to go and join Daemon, isn't he?
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
Have you known Daemon to lack in daring?
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
Yeah, he's going to side with Daemon, isn't he? He doesn't side with her because she's a woman.
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood.
That news is stale.
There have been complications.
The sacred septs on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye, but these other acts...
The Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon their old rivals.
I have seen my fair share of their quarrels, and I tell you there is no honor in a fight such as this.
Honor? What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
A terrible war is being fought in these lands. Have you looked after our girls?
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
Oh, your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
We shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Wow. All turned into shit. Wow. That was actually kind of cool.
I must see an old friend.
Most people want out these days.
Wow. Okay. Sneak her in. I think mainly to kind of like get her in to spread word. Because there was that line that rumors are food, right? Is she there to start planting seeds? He survives. He's going to look savage with all the scars. Mummy.
I have done all I can from here, sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed?
I get the frustration, you know, it's like...
I need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me. I would go forth in strength and not from necessity.
There are those of our line who never ruled, those who married into other noble houses, their children born with other names.
A generation ago or more, the blood would be thin.
And yet,
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tali?
it's better than death and defeat.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell
Yeah.
out of it.
I was actually thinking,
It's a mad sword.
yeah, it's gonna have to go through all that though. I was actually thinking when you had the that guy in the bar that was meant to be like the bastard brother or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was like the he was saying that he's like Damon's bastard brother. Yeah, there's him, and I didn't really notice it at all until like this episode. But the blacksmith, his hair is looking a little bit white, you know. Just saying. But I'm sure it was said not that long ago about how they've got dragons but just no dragon riders. Because even then I was editing and I was like, well, there was that guy in the bar that was saying that he's a bastard and this and that. Like, that could become real. That could become like a real thing now then. Yeah, Aemon might have the biggest dragon, but Rhaenys might have the majority of the dragons, you know? Oh, we're talking about dragons and stuff, right? The whole parading this dragon head through King's Landing, like I was saying, is the most stupidest thing. Even the one guy was saying about how like they're meant to be gods, you know, and now you're just parading a dead one through the streets. Like, oh yeah, we've just killed it. Like, we reign with dragons, and now like we're just showing you that they can just be killed. And like I said, the fact that there is like, even though it's Team Green, they're still technically a Targaryen sat on the throne. And Targaryens and dragons go hand in hand. It just made no sense. That, and then having like the rat catchers still hanging, it's just building more and more unrest in the city. Now closing the gates, people are starving. But like that handmaiden that sneaked in, I'm guessing she's just there just to spread more rumors and more issues throughout the people. Because like I said, there's more people than guards, and you know, if everybody rallied up together, you know, it could cause some serious shit. Oh man, this was actually quite a slower episode, especially on the back of the last one. Like, it was like up here and now it's just come down again, you know. What I get, like, they're setting up other stuff now. That one guy, I don't know his name, but yeah, he's always been the one guy around Rhaenys' council. He's always been very critical of everything, and he basically said earlier that like it's because she's a woman, you know. And then Daemon was saying about how like that people would look to a king for strength and everything. Even like Rhaenyra was saying that like she sat there not doing anything, you know, and I was saying that I can understand like the frustration. While she's just sat there not doing anything really, Daemon's off making moves. You know, he's rallying people. Like, even though he's got his own drama and shit going on there, he's still actively making moves. So when this guy goes to Daemon, I could see him siding with Daemon. Whole situation's fucked. But Aegon though, little Anakin, Jesus Christ. If he survives that, he's gonna look so fucking gnarly with all the scars and everything. And I can't remember what they said, but did they say that his dragon died, or did it stay where it fell? But if it's still alive, I think obviously when Aegon like wakes up, his dragon will come back. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because I want to get into editing and get this up as soon as I can. Hopefully everything goes okay. But yeah, man, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. All right? I've been SithFurion, and I'll catch you in the next one, man.